Hi, welcome to Working Mom Village. Today we are talking all about spring cleaning.
I'm Keri, and I'm going to show how to clean a couple of things in my own house that I think sometimes people are just overwhelmed with cleaning, and maybe it can give you a couple of tips and tricks to make it just a little bit easier for you.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe.
This week we're going to go over some cleaning tips. I own a cleaning business here locally, and we're going to talk about some tips and tricks over the next couple of weeks of things you could do in your house to just make life a little easier for you. Today I want to talk about micro cleaning, cleaning or knick-knacks, toothbrushes, magic erasers, and then today we're also going to clean our ceiling fan because that is something that it just gets neglected. It's kind of up and out of the way, and who wants to do it? And sometimes it could turn into a big mess and a big challenge. Having your arms up over your head trying to clean a ceiling fan can also be really challenging. I'm going to micro clean the hutch behind me. Now, micro cleaning can be anything. It could be organizing your entryway. It could be a small table that you have and it's just got stuff piled all over it, and you just really quick go through the piles and put things away. Really, that's all it would take. So I'm just going to spend a couple minutes because I don't really ever dust this guy, and it gets cobwebby. There's actually no glass in here, and so everything in here gets really dusty. So I'm just going to real quick, without cleaning the rest of my house, without stressing or judging myself, I'm just going to give this a real quick clean. Mostly I'm going to Swiffer it because it's just cobwebs and dust. And that's it. I don't have to clean anything else in my house tonight. I just spent, I don't even know how many minutes. It wasn't very many cleaning that. I think it was probably 3 minutes maybe. And that's all I need. My Swiffer's probably leaving behind more dust than it's picking up at this point, so I can just throw it away. I don't have to stress out. I don't have to come home and feel like I need to do 3 hours of cleaning. Just do 3 minutes of cleaning on something whenever you can. And I think you're going to be surprised at what a big difference it makes. The other thing I want to talk about is cleaning knick-knacks. The best way to clean knick-knacks is to not have any, to be totally honest. And it is really hard to keep dust off of them, especially when we have gas-forced air because we have winter. And gas-forced air creates this sticky fuzz that gets on things. And sometimes it's really hard to get that off, especially if you didn't keep up on it or it's sat up on a shelf kind of out of the way and you take it down and get up close to it and you're like, oh my gosh, what just happened to this thing? The best way to start, if you can vacuum it, that's great. You can Swiffer it. Swiffers are your best friend for not harming anything, and they really do good with just getting light dust or lint or cobwebs off of things. And your handy dandy toothbrush is going to be your best friend. So if you have something that's really ornate, like this picture frame, has a lot of little details with the gargoyle and it's like castle-like and stuff. Ceramic figurines are usually really ornate. You just take your toothbrush, do not get it wet, especially if it's got that sticky stuff on it. You don't want to get it wet, otherwise you're just going to have to wash the whole thing with your toothbrush and then dry it off. If you could take your toothbrush and just real quickly run it across all these things, you're going to be surprised at how easily that stuff really just comes off when it's dry. So you just kind of keep brushing on until you get all the dust and dirt and cobwebs and that sticky stuff out of all the little nooks and crannies. If you have places that you can't reach, a pipe cleaner is also something good. It's fuzzy, you can bend it into shapes, you can get it into little areas where you might not be able to even reach with a toothbrush. And if it's still really dirty, then go ahead and spray some cleaner on your toothbrush and get it wet and scrub it and then rinse it as best you can.
Hi, and welcome to Working Mom Village. Tonight we are talking all about cleaning hacks. Spring cleaning is just around the corner. I know I'm getting the itch to start to clean things, and I am going to be trying some of the hacks that Keri gave us in the videos before. So one thing that she was talking about was how to clean kind of ornate things like this. So I have my little wall hanging. I don't think I've ever actually cleaned this before, I'll be totally honest. So it's got lots of cobwebs and stuff. I'm gonna try her toothbrush hack. I think this is awesome. Try to take care of all of these little cobwebs. working really well. It is able to get all those like cobwebs and stuff and all these little like nooks and crannies on these berries and in between the wire where like things are welded on, so that's kind of awesome. I know my mom always used to have a toothbrush in the house to clean things with like this, and it's definitely a handy tool to have.
So then we're going to talk about our ceiling fans. I clean my ceiling fans twice a year because I change the direction of my fan every fall and every spring. So there's usually a little toggle on your fan, and down means that it's going to push the air down from the center and then out and pull it up around the room. That's your summer setting. And that's just because when you're sitting under it, it's actually going to blow air on you. In the winter, I put the little toggle up, and that sucks the air up in the center and pushes it out along the ceiling and then down on the walls. And that's the winter setting. That's to help circulate your warm air a little bit better, and so it's not blowing directly on you and cooling you off in the winter. So I'm going to clean my ceiling fan, and then Lorinne and Anna are also going to clean their ceiling fans. Another thing we're going to talk about is cobwebs. There are lots of ways to remove cobwebs. I like to use what I call a Webster. Webster is just, I think, a brand name for one of these little things. If you've seen these in the store and you wondered what they're for cobwebs. You can also use them to clean your ceiling fan. You can get cobwebs with your Swiffer. The little horsehair brush or synthetic hair brush on your vacuum cleaner is a great way to get rid of cobwebs, but sometimes they don't reach all the way to the ceiling. This is nice because it's got an extendable handle, and so you can reach up really, really high with this. My ceiling fans run 24/7. I actually end up with little fuzzies hanging out all up on the ceiling, and this is nice because I can just take this out without getting out my vacuum, and I can get all the cobwebs down. You can clean this pretty easily by vacuuming it with one of your smaller vacuum heads, or you have an air compressor. You can blow it out. I blow out all my filters with the air compressor for my vacuums with my cleaning business. Or you can just take it outside and knock it against something. You're going to see a lot of dust come out of it. So step number one is get something safe to stand on. I'm actually standing on a chair. If you have a ladder or a step stool, that's also good. Now, because I clean my ceiling fan a couple times a year, it's really just dusty, and you're going to see the leading edge here has a line of fuzz on it. So I'm going to be able to start probably just by Swiffering, or if you have a vacuum that's got some extendable handle on it that's long enough, you could just vacuum this stuff right off. I'm going to Swiffer mine off. I could also use my little fuzzy headed cobweb thing also if I wanted to. When you do this, it's going to knock this stuff down, and you're going to probably have to vacuum it up. So I'm just going to get my handy dandy little Swiffer here. You have to dust the bottom and the top, and I'm also going to get all the cobwebs off of the top up here, and also from my light fixtures. Like, there's cobwebs up there in my light fixtures. I'm going to get those too. Clean the chains, do that too. They get fuzzy and dusty too, and we have, of course, stuff hanging off of it. So that's it. That's my ceiling fan. Now, the last step to cleaning your ceiling fan is you need to now turn it on, and if there's anything left in there, that will blow all the stuff off from your ceiling fan.
Hi, this is Lorinne from Working Mom Village, and now I'm going to try and do the same thing that Keri did, because Keri's the professional cleaner and I'm not. So we have this. And now I'm going to clean my ceiling fan. I am safely up on the bed. There is an extra sheet laid down to get all the stuff that might come off of this. And we're just gonna clean this. Before talking to Keri, I have to admit, had no idea that these fans had this thing on them that would change the direction. So I'm really excited about doing that one of these days. Okay. So she said, make sure you got the leading edge of everything. And I'm getting the inside of the light bulbs. And there's basically dust on every surface. Okay, and I have found that little switch to the fan. Let's turn this puppy on and see what we got. And anything that I didn't get cleaned off will come whirring off, which I think is happening. Okay, fan clean. Thanks very much. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot. I know I did making it.
And again, if you have any questions or ideas for us as far as what you'd like to see in our spring cleaning series, please comment down below.
Like and subscribe, and remember, you're always welcome to our village. Get your own too. It's important to have friends and help.
Bye.